What's up, people? Tony here, and welcome back to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews. And this is episode 135, and I bring you all another multi-part review here. And this is episode 135, part 1 of, once again, 2. Yeah, I know I've been doing a lot of these 2-part reviews lately and stuff, but like I said, I can't help it if there are a lot of game franchises out there that only have 2 games in them and stuff, so that's what we're doing here. But today I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before on this YouTube channel here, and that is review some skateboarding games. Yeah, like I know I reviewed some like extreme sports games like in the past, like I reviewed BMX Triple X and Summer Heat Beach Volleyball and stuff, and the SSX games and more and more and more. But I've never done skateboarding games before, and you're probably thinking you're going to look at the Tony Hawk games, aren't you? Or Thrasher Skate and Destroy. The answer is no, I'm not going to be looking at those because, excuse me, I'm going to be looking at the first skateboarding franchise on the PlayStation, and it started out it started out 3D skateboarding on the console. And this series was made by Electronic Arts, also known as EA Games, and that is the Street Sk8er franchise. Like I said, it's being 2 parts. Part 1, Street Sk8er. Part 2, Street Sk8er 2. No subtitles or anything like that, just Street Sk8er 1, Street Sk8er 2. We got a lot to talk about here. Let's get started with the original Street Sk8er, released in 1999. A little bit before the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game came out for the PlayStation stuff, but this game came out in Japan first in 1998, so this is considered the first skateboarding game out on the PlayStation. Now, what is there to say about Street Sk8er? Simple. It's a fun skateboarding game. It's linear, I'll admit that much, but for the first skateboarding game on the console, it was worth it because they knew that they were good. This is going to be a start for them for skateboarding games and stuff, and they were experimenting, and it's a good game, but keep in mind, it comes off as a little short at times and stuff too, and maybe a little shallow to certain gamers, but for the most part though, you got yourself a good skateboarding game. It's definitely worth checking out. Now, there's no story, because this is an extreme sports game. There's no story here, so we're just going to skip that and get right on to the presentation. The game's graphics look good. Not the best looking graphics ever, but still, for its time, released in 1998, 1999, the game looks good. I mean, like the character models look nice, and like the backgrounds look great. Frame rate can hitch up a little bit here and there and stuff, but for the most part, it's a nice looking game, definitely. And especially because you got big ass environments to skate into, it definitely helps make the graphics look good. It's not the best looking game ever and stuff, because like the faces don't look the best on the character models and stuff, but since it was the PlayStation, I'll let it slide. I mean, like, it's not the best looking game, but it's not the worst looking game either. It's a good game to look at when it comes to graphics overall. For sound, it's kind of a hit or miss. The sound is good and bad. The music is awesome. It's got songs by like bands like Weston and more, but I can't play the music because I don't want to get a copyright strike on this video, so you won't be hearing the music. But the worst part about the sound is the announcer. The announcer is just really annoying, saying the thing over and over. "You rock! Crazy launch! You rock, dude! Sick move! Crazy launch!" And says it over and over and over again. And it can get annoying, is what I'm gonna say there. I mean, sure, you can turn them off, but still, it shouldn't have to be that, or I have to turn off the commentary and stuff like that. It shouldn't have to be that way. But of course, also you got the sound of your skateboard doing the tricks and stuff like that, all that stuff, and that's good too. I mean, like I said, the skaters don't really talk, so there's not much to say about that. But I talked all but kind of about the sound. Now let's get right into the gameplay. First off, you have a big variety of skaters to choose from. The skater I'm playing as is Ginger, and you're gonna pick her, and then we get started. And then we get started into the game, and your basic goal is to like score the recommended number of points and get to the finish line before the time runs out. It's simple, and that's basically what it is. The controls do take a little bit of time to get used to because you're not going to sure which button grinds, which button does flips like that, but once you master them, it should be no problem at all when it comes to the controls. I will admit, I did not like the controls originally. I was having problems, but I took the time to master them, and I got to master them definitely. And then the game ended up being more fun for me to play, because like doing the moves, scoring the points like that, and it was a blast to be able to get better at the game and stuff, and it really worked definitely. But like now we got to get to some of the bads here, and the bad is that like the game is short, only 3 levels to skate in, and you can unlock extra characters and you can unlock extra shortcuts and stuff for each level and stuff, and but beyond that though, there really isn't much else to the main mode and stuff, and there really isn't. There's no other objectives except for like getting points. I mean, like I understand it was the first skateboarding game, but it would have been good if there was more variety to like the games that like just scoring points, or like so it could have got like, oh, try and find the shortcut within this amount of time, or like grind this many rails and stuff. But it doesn't really help much and stuff too. And I will admit that yes, while I do say the controls are good, they can come off as a little stiff at times too as well, especially like that. And of course, like when you fail to do a trick at times, it can put you in the wrong direction, and it'll mess up the run for you, and you'll just be left just like skating around until the clock runs out. And this happened a lot, especially in the 3rd level, where we have to get a score of like 18,000 points or to 20,000 points, and especially lately because like you're on a time limit, and the time can be very strict at times. You're left trying to race against the clock, and that's that. And sure, like yeah, you can unlock more skaters stuff, but beyond that though, there really isn't much else to do in the game. And like just once you beat those 3 levels, you've seen everything the game has to offer. I mean, I understand it was the first 3D skateboarding game for the PlayStation, but more could have been done with it. I mean, I had fun playing the game. I mean, like, sure, it took time for me to get used to with the controls and stuff and everything, and that's fine. But the fact of the matter is that like not much new happens there. Just like skate to get the points, grinding stuff, jumping on ramps, trying to like avoid falling off, and that's another problem too. You fall, you lose points, but I can understand that because it's not gonna be a problem, because like they want to do some challenge here. Just like if you're not good at this, you'll be falling a lot. But me, I only fell a few times because I got better at the game. But I'm just saying there. But there really isn't much else to say about this game, except for like we also have free skate and all that stuff, and there's the multiplayer and stuff. But like the competition, or like the competition mode, or the single player mode and stuff, there really isn't much else to it except for like those 3 levels, and you're just getting points and everything. It's just more could have been done with it and stuff. I mean, I understand that they were experimenting here, trying to experiment like how the first game would, and it turned out good, but just more could have been done with it. It's not a bad game, it's a good game, but it's not going to get a super high rating or a very high rating. It's going to get a decent rating though, just saying there. But like just saying there, like more could have been done with it is what I'm trying to say. And that's pretty much all I gotta say, because if I keep talking, we're gonna be running around in circles here, repeating the same thing over and over again. So aside from that, there really isn't much else to say. Street Sk8er is a good skateboarding game, but just like be warned, it comes off as shallow and comes off as kind of short at times, and it'll take a little time to get used to the controls. And you're basically all you're doing is just trying to get the recommended high score for each level, and only 3 levels stuff. More could have been done with it. It just comes off as kind of a shallow package, in my opinion. That's what I'm gonna say. So my final verdict goes like this. I still do recommend this game, but just be warned that it's kind of a shallow package, and there could have been more added to it. But it's not the worst game ever, and it's like it's not a terrible game. It's still a good game, but just be warned that if you want this, approach it with just a little bit of caution is all. Especially if you played Tony Hawk before this game and you saw that this game was a little bit shallow, then yeah, I can see why people wouldn't like it. But for its time, for the first 3 skateboarding games to come up with the PlayStation, I gave it a bit of chance, and it's a good game, just could have been better. Due to the complaints I have with the game, the best score I can give it is a 7 out of 10. I mean, more could have been done with this game, and they could have added more modes and stuff like that, and more levels and stuff, and could have added a more variety of stuff. But aside from that though, like it's not really much else to say. I mean, 7 out of 10 is the best score to give it, and you want to get the game, pick it up, but just approach it with a little bit of caution, that's all. And that's it for episode 135, part 1 of 2. Stay tuned, we're not done yet though, because we got episode 135, part 2 of 2, where we will be taking a look at Street Sk8er 2. Now, how does this game compare to its predecessor? Find out next, which all I gotta say, you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment down below, join my Discord group, TTBurger Gaming Fanatic, because I'm always looking for more people to join, and the link is in the description below, so click on the link, and if anybody has trouble click on the link, let me know, and I'll try and fix it and stuff, and see what I can do. Because I know like sometimes Discord links can glitch out and not work, but just saying, if you guys have a problem, join the Discord, comment down below, and let me know. And that's much all I gotta say. This is Tony. Peace now and have a great day, and see you all in episode 135, part 2 of 2.